Here's two brands that really didn't have much to offer in the men's section. These two fragrances right here are my favorites from each one of these brands. Now they're going head to head in a versus video. Let's see which one advances to round two. YouTube's favorite designer fragrance tournament continues. The clock starts now. Number 36 goes head to head versus number 65 of my top 100 designer list. What's going on, YouTube fragrance family? Welcome to Marc Madness to see which fragrance will be YouTube's king of the designer game. The contestants today are, let's take a look at them. Rated number 65 of my top 100 list. This is from the house of Marc Jacobs, and this one simply called Marc Jacobs Man. And that one goes head to head versus an Escada fragrance. Escada in the men's section, they're gone. But this one right here, Magnetism for Man, really one of my favorites from the brand. Actually, the only standout in the brand, in my opinion. They're both situated in Brooklyn fragrance lovers bracket. Go subscribe. His link is down below. Great fragrance reviewer. What's going on, Carlos? Now let's look into both of these contestants a little more in depth. If you don't know too much about them, I'll let you know a little bit about them here. Just a small little rundown. And we always start with I'm waiting for you to say it, the underdog. Let's take a look at it. Marc Jacobs Man. Let's take a look at this fig-based fragrance. Now, this one right here, I found out about this one early in my journey as far as fig-based fragrances. I was looking for some, and this is probably one of the standouts in the designer game that you can get super cheap, and it gives you fig. Not the most authentic fig, but still a good one. Yeah, it's my favorite of the Marc Jacobs brand in the men's section. So easy to wear. It takes the fig, and fig sometimes goes into the coconut territory. This one does. There's some florals in the mid to back it up a little bit in the deeper dry down. Longevity and projection are both fairly below average. It won't last too long on your skin, to be quite honest. Solid for the upcoming spring and summer seasons. Solid release all around from the house of Marc Jacobs. A really good one from that brand. Yeah, really good one. Now let's sniff out Magnetism for Men, and this is the Grape Cola or the Dr. Pepper of the fragrance game. This one right here, one of my favorites from Escada. Sometimes I reach out for it, and I'm just like, ooh, I should reach out for this a lot more. Discontinued, of course. Escada got rid of their whole men's lineup. Yeah, Dr. Pepper, Grape Cola of the fragrance game, depending on who you ask. This is by far the best men's release of the Escada brand. It truly stands out in the designer game as a whole. Highly recommended by me. This fragrance screams out fall and winter, and it has made some of my top 20, top 10 fall and winter lists in the past. Has excellent longevity, average projection. Just a standout fragrance that's actually quite unique in the designer game. So here they are. They're going head to head, Marc Jacobs versus Escada. You guys tell me which one is going to go in the next round. If you're new to this, I'm just going to run it down real quick for you. I'll show you two fragrances. If you have a YouTube name, you can comment below. That comment counts as a vote. I tally up the votes. One of these fragrances is moving on to the second round. The other fragrance is kicked out of the whole damn project. There's a 24-hour shot clock, basically. When I post this video on YouTube, there's 24 hours for you to vote. If you miss it, it's going to say closed in brackets in the title, and that means you've missed the mark. You can still comment below. It helps my analytics, but it's not going to help one of these fragrances to win. I really don't know where the YouTube community feels about these two. This one has been a while since, actually these two, nobody's been really talking about it lately. For obvious reasons, discontinuation, hard to find either way. If you did want to follow along, there's PDFs down in the link down below, also in the description. There's the heart bracket, and then there's the base notes bracket. And you can either print it, you can download it, you can keep it on your desktop, do whatever you wish with the brackets. that you wish to do. So let's move these two out of the way because of course, we have some results that are in. We got a He Wood flanker, my favorite He Wood flanker, actually, Rocky Mountain Wood. I love that one. It smells like Canada. And from a brand that comes from Canada. And of course, Kenzo, probably my favorite Kenzo Power, of course. So with a score of, let me grab my garbage can. There wasn't too many votes on this one. Kind of surprising, maybe not. There's around 40 some votes on this head-to-head matchup, but with a score of 30 to 11, Kenzo Power is gonzo. So Kenzo, you're gone, and He Wood, Rocky Mountain Wood, lives to see another day in the second round. We'll see who it matches up against in the next round. Thank you so much for everybody that voted. Have a good one.